Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the...
We're back.
Hello and welcome to the After Dark podcast. I am your host, Gus, alongside the Hype. How's it going?
We're back.
Boozman is not here because fuck him.
Hey, I'm fucking right here. What are you doing?
Oh, hey Boozman. How's it going,
Oh,
boss?
fuck?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
We thought we got rid of you.
I thought you weren't talking.
Dude, I'm the backbone.
Don't give yourself too much credit.
I'm the cornerstone of this
Hey,
establishment.
we have a backbone. Who would have thought?
And I'm like the broken left toe.
No, you're the asshole.
Quite literally.
In more ways than one.
At least we're close, Boozman. You're the backbone, and I'm like right at the end of you.
Oh man, he's like at the tailpipe.
You're right at the end of my last nerve.
Yeah. Literally.
Yep.
Alright, so, gentlemen, we have to talk about the football season. It's been 2
Yes.
weeks since we've been on. Dolphins still suck.
Sorry.
Chiefs
Sorry,
suck.
Hold on, excuse you.
Raiders suck. No.
Hold on. You're getting a little too deep in the rabbit hole.
Fair enough. Chiefs, they lost to Houston, right, this week?
Yeah, but we lost our 2 starting guards, and we had backup guards playing the entire game. We are still without Justin Houston. I'm not sure exactly when he will be back.
Never.
Probably.
And Marcus Peters keeps getting called on some very bullshit calls. Like I remember, I won't get into too deep because I've watched a lot of it, but there was one where he got called for pass interference on a deep ball down the field, and it was definitely an offensive pass interference on DeAndre Hopkins. He grabbed the back of his helmet, and DeAndre grabbed the back of Marcus Peters' helmet and pulled him, and Marcus Peters threw his arms out wide. He's like, I am not touching this guy, and they still called him for it. That happened 4 or 5 more times throughout the game.
I don't know if you guys have seen a lot of football. I know Boozman and I have. I don't know about Greg. He's probably drunk somewhere. But
No, I've definitely. Well, I mean, I don't have the red zone package or whatever, but I've definitely been
it seems like
watching every game that's on TV.
Yeah, every game I've seen has been pretty shittily officiated. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
Yeah, there's been definitely some spotty officiating for sure.
I know it's hard, but I mean, it's the same. We had the same conversation with the NBA finals, and it's crossed over to the NFL.
It's so funny because there was that year, was it 3 or 4 years ago now, I guess, when they had the replacement refs. Yeah. And not that these guys are as bad as them, but I mean, it's just crazy how much we continue to see poor officiating, especially in crucial situations. I don't even know what this whole thing of how people are supposed to tackle and where to tackle, and then you look at the Cam Newton situation where he's taking helmet to helmet shots and nothing. So I don't even know what's going on half the time with the officials.
No, that's a good point. I mean, it's just officiating is now become such a fine art that
shittiness.
It's too fine. They feel like they can't call some things, and they do call other things super technically. But if somebody gets hit in the head, there's certain rules about what you can and can't call, and blah blah blah. It's just too fine of an art now. Open it back up. Just call things that are obviously fouls. That's just how it needs to be done.
Yeah, I remember.
The rules are there. If it's a catch, if it's a catch, it's a catch. If it's not, it's not. I mean, everything is just too complicated, especially with officiating.
I read a report early this week.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make some knowledge of this shit.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
That since this year, chop blocks are officially almost illegal. You can't do them in any circumstances. So referees are now focusing on the chop blocks more, which means that they're missing a lot of offensive holdings for the guards and the offensive line. So apparently, as like for the first 2 weeks of the season, it's just started, but there's been an average of like 1.5 offensive holdings per game across the league. It's 1.5 per quarter. I think it was per quarter across the league, which last year was like 3.5. So, it was like 2.5 last year. So, they're missing a lot of holding calls. I mean, at least I've noticed that they're missing a lot of holding calls.
Yeah.
But that's just me being a former offensive lineman. So everybody's dying this week. I don't know how else to start this part. If you had
that was the fucking worst segue.
I know. It's
of all time.
It was horrible.
Hey, just let me do the segues.
All right, great. Try again. You want to do it? Try again.
All right, so everybody's dying.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the same
That was
thing.
the same exact segue. But for some reason, it was better.
It was. I agree.
It's better.
It didn't sound as tired as mine did. Well, hopefully,
just like I'm fucking tired of you.
Yeah.
Who are you guys? Who are the guys that you're most concerned about? If you're either from a team standpoint and or a fantasy standpoint, injury wise.
I think AP is a huge loss, and he's going to be out like
the whole year.
I know for a fact that the bucket handle meniscus injury is very. It's like meniscus is typically like a 2 or 3 week injury, but the bucket handle meniscus is much more significant. It'll probably be like a 4, 5, 6 week ordeal for him.
No, I heard that it was 3 to 4 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's like sidelined for the year, and also today they found out that he had even more significant damage, that his LCL is also torn.
LCL doesn't really matter.
Well, I told a couple people were asking about it in on Fantasy Life app, and for me, if I was an owner of AP and or even a Vikings fan, I would just expect him to be out for the season. That would just be my plan. Either way, if you're on that team and or if you own him in fantasy, just go ahead and plan that he won't be back.
Yeah, don't.
All right, let me ask you guys this: Who do you take? McKinnon or Asiata in that backfield now?
Or Ronnie Hillman that they just added earlier today.
He's not gonna. Come on.
If you're desperate and you have to take one of them, I think I go with McKinnon because I think he will get more touches. If you're in a PPR league, that might upgrade Asiata a little bit, but I still think I would lean.
You think Asiata is going to get more pass catches than?
Maybe they put that guy in weird situations. I don't know. Maybe
they love McKinnon. I think he's a bigger PPR threat. He's
a good pass catching back, but in terms of blocking, I think maybe it's changed now because McKinnon's come along a little bit more. But in the past, Asiata has gotten some decent usage in those situations because of his experience a little bit more, kind of being around the team. But I guess, like I said, I lean toward McKinnon either way. Mm-hmm. But I think if McKinnon's not there, Asiata isn't a terrible option. But yeah, and then Ronnie Hillman being in the mix, I think he's going to take some, a little bit away. I don't think he'll be a major factor for a few weeks at least anyway, but.
I saw on RotoWorld today that McKinnon is, it can also be coach speak, but he's been named like the feature back as of now.
Yeah, exactly.
So obviously I would lean towards him, but in reality I would honestly just stick away from this running
Did
back.
you just roll that R? In reality? Did you just do that?
Reality. I don't know. My Spanish might be going off.
That's what it sounded like it did.
I agree with Gus though. Like that backfield.
Just stay the fuck away from it, to be honest.
Yeah. Same. I mean, I'm in the same boat. Speaking of backfields to avoid, I'm kind of in the same boat with Carolina. Like with John. I mean, it's not as severe, obviously.
No, don't go here yet.
Whoa. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're
So are we going there now?
No.
Well, we're talking about backfields to avoid.
Well, I just want to say one more thing about the Adrian Peterson situation. In fantasy, if you owned Adrian Peterson and didn't own McKinnon, shame on you.
Yeah, that's true.
Shame
That's
on
a
you.
very good point. I just picked
the
up
way that guy
McKinnon
runs.
in my league is why I mentioned that at first.
Well, the fact that, AP has dealt with injuries in the past because of his running style. He runs so aggressively and hard. He kind of reminds me a little bit of like Bo Jackson.
And his beating style.
Yeah.
Jesus, dude.
Oh my God. Well then.
Whatcha?
Anyway.
My God, dude.
I'm sorry. I cracked myself
So does someone
up.
want to switch topics?
No, we're sticking on the topics. Let's continue what you're saying.
No, let's do it. Yeah, no.
Oh, you guys didn't get it. I said switch.
Whatcha?
Oh, switch. Okay, that was real dumb. But I get it.
Well, you guys didn't even get it. Come on.
No, I get it now. It was just not funny then.
I put huge emphasis on it.
I thought you were saying switch topics like let's do your new segment.
No, but we could.
That's what I thought you were saying. Let's switch topics to my new thing.
There's still lots of injuries going on.
Yeah.
Or we can just move in. I mean, whatever.
No, I think this question ties in perfectly to your new thing. So another backfield that I am curious about is the Carolina backfield now without Jonathan Stewart. So everybody was thinking that Fozzie Whitaker. So after Jonathan Stewart went out of the game, Fozzie Whitaker came in and dropped 100 yards on I forget what team. Who was it?
Who were they playing last week?
Oh, the 49ers.
Okay, so not that impressive, but still, 100-yard game is a 100-yard game.
Hey, they beat the shit out of the Rams, so I mean, you gotta give them some credit early on.
I know.
And they kept it semi-close against the Panthers.
Okay.
Semi.
What I'm saying is, I am sure that everybody was anticipating that it was going to be Fozzie Whitaker getting the nod this week, but they came out with a report that says Cameron Artis-Payne is going to be getting the nod this week.
Yes.
So, Greg, go.
Well, here's the interesting thing is
Come up with a snarky name segment.
Snarky name for the segment, like
Accused with booze.
oh man, all right, I gotta think of this one.
But
Believe the hype. Just kidding.
that's not bad.
There's a guy on the Fantasy Life app with that name though, so now I'm like, ah, damn it.
Fucking
You
copier.
stole his name.
Yeah, he stole my name.
Can I sue him?
You know what? Yeah, we can all sue him.
Just like drowning.
We're gonna get sued. We're gonna get sued too. So I mean,
Fucking drowning.
Let the
drown fool.
At this point, I'm gonna have it play over what I'm saying right now.
That's a good idea.
I really don't want to get if somebody comes across this, like a patent troll or something,
Let's
like
do it.
here's us play drowning pool and
That's made
sues
careers
us.
in the past, man.
It's made careers, but it's also like ruined small people.
We're visionaries, man. Just fucking
How much do we really have to lose?
New segment, believe the hype. Let's do it.
Here it is.
Da-da-da, da-da-da.
The report is that
a bigger company.
oh man, that was rude.
Now we're dead.
So I created that all on my own. I don't know what you're talking about.
That was pretty catchy there, Gus.
I know. Isn't a catch on? You'll see.
All right, so here's what I'll say. My gut, like you said, Booze, my gut wants to go with Fozzie Whitaker just because of what we saw last week. But the reality is last year when Stewart was kind of hobbled a little bit and Fozzie and Cameron Artis-Payne both saw some extra time. CAP, he seemed to be getting the majority of the carries. He definitely got the bulk of the carries.
I love that abbreviation.
Yeah, CAP, Cap.
That's nice. I like it.
Over the last 3 games, we're talking about a difference of, I think, Fozzie had about 15 carries total. And he had a few catches here and there, which is similar to what, CAP had in terms of catches. But in terms of actual touches and rushing, attempts, CAP is at like 33, like plus 30. So we're talking over double the amount of carries. It seems like just based on past experience, he has carried the ball, that much of a chunk more. And if you're having to go with either guy, even though you might have liked what you saw out of Fozzie last week, you kind of have to just, if the reports are that Cameron Artis-Payne is going to be the guy, and just looking at the numbers from last year towards the end of the season, he's kind of the guy that I would roll the dice with if you have to do it. But on that same point, it's similar to the Vikings backfield. I would just try to avoid that backfield at all costs. Because then you have Tolbert probably vulturing at the goal line.
Have you seen how fat he is now?
Yeah,
he is literally an offensive lineman.
Game one, Thursday night, fucking Carolina against the Broncos. They tried to say that he only weighs 250 pounds.
That dude.
And I was like, there's no fucking, he might be double that. Like, there's no way he's 250 pounds.
Yeah, 250 plus 55 maybe.
Yeah, he's huge.
He's just a bowling ball, man. But that's what I'm saying. He's a guy that they might give the ball to in that short yardage situation.
No chance.
And they've done it in the past.
He definitely weighs 205 pounds.
In the past, that he had a chance, but now it's like, listen, I'm not handing the ball off to a guy that weighs 765 pounds because he's just going to get tackled. You could put a blind guy on the field, and he has a great chance of hitting Mike Tolbert.
What if you just put another player behind him to push him, and he just curls into a ball?
Mike Tolbert on that offense is literally just another blocker.
Oh, man.
I remember seeing him.
You know what, though? Yeah. I could see them. You know how Ron Rivera is? He's crazy. I'm not saying he's going to go to it constantly, but if it works once, he might try it again and again with Tolbert. So, again, if you have to go with anybody, I'd go with Cameron Artis-Payne. But if you can avoid it at all costs, that backfield's not working.
Okay. Fair enough.
So is this the part where I say somebody that?
Sure. Throw it out there.
All right.
I'll give you.
Yeah. Somebody just sent me their boobs on Snapchat.
Nice. Screenshot sent to the After Dark email.
I'm not gonna send it to you. No, that would be sending it to myself, so that's fine.
At the ADNR email, right? Right, Greg? Right?
ADNRpod@gmail.com. Why did you ask him? I'm the one that runs the email.
Shut up. I asked both of you. Anyway, back to believing in the hype segment. What do you think of the hype around Josh Gordon's now stupid fucking face?
Ooh.
Stupidly
all right.
missing a trial date or a subpoena. Jesus, for a pregnancy. Like, how dumb is this guy, man?
Hold on. First of all, do you know the difference between a subpoena and a court appearance?
Yes, a subpoena is when they call you in.
Like he just didn't check his mail or something.
Yeah, but
just making sure you're not an idiot.
Who? Yeah, well, thank you for not comparing me to Josh Gordon. Like, how do you just not tell the judge or whatever? Like, hey, I'm not doing that. Chill, fam. I'm a football player. I got a game that day, even if it's on like a Tuesday.
Got a game that day. What are you playing on the CFL?
Oh my God! You know that new show about the female pitcher?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The catcher in that show is Zach fucking Morris.
Who's that?
Mark Goffler?
Zach Morris from Beverly Hills 90210, Saved by the Bell.
No.
Mark Paul Gosselaar.
Oh my God, Mark Paul Gosselaar. Wow,
I'm just watching a commercial and I recognized his eyes.
That can't
is that
be
gay?
Right. Is he singing to New Lows?
I don't know, man. He's been riding that Saved by the Bell train for a long time. It's about time he got on a new show.
Oh man.
Wasn't Saved by the Bell like? I never watched that show.
Shit. Yeah, he's on the show.
I'm looking at the show now, the running times, and that show ended before I was born.
I used to watch it on Saturday mornings.
Well,
He's 42. I'm supposed to believe he's a major league catcher? Come on now.
Oh, so he's 13 years younger than you, Greg.
So I'm supposed to believe there's a female pitcher and a 42-year-old catcher in the major leagues.
no, 23. Booze. Come on, have some respect for your elders.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was trying to just ignore the fact that you just made that.
There's no getting around the slam, dude. We all heard it. Everybody knows.
I'm not that old. Jesus.
I know you, Greg. That's the joke. I know.
God, I hate you guys.
The joke is that you get so offended.
Get off
by it.
my lawn, youngins. Get off my lawn.
All right, don't go fucking Gran Torino.
Talk about Josh Gordon. Talk about Josh
All right,
Gordon. Talk about Josh Gordon, you fucking asshole.
I'm saying this. When I first heard the news, I heard there was a warrant out for his arrest. Obviously, my mind jumps to the conclusion that he's fucked himself. But once I heard what it was, he was supposed to come in for a paternity test or figure that whole shit out. It's unrelated to the drug incidents that he's had, or those issues, and Rockdale's kind of a nutshot sometimes with these punishments, so who knows? For sure. I would not be shocked if for some reason he tries to punish him, but my gut tells me that there will be no additional punishment or anything like that. Now the Browns themselves, this might be a situation where they're just fed up and they cut him, but I do think either way he's going to land somewhere. So this is not the end of his career. This is not the end even of his season, in my opinion. I do think he will see the field at some point, unless he's injured or something else like that happens. But this situation alone is not going to be the reason that he is not playing.
Yeah, the Browns don't have the balls to cut him. They stuck on Manziel.
Here's my thought. Here's my thought on that. Is that the Browns are so sick and tired.
And the next segment. Okay.
They're so sick and tired of Josh fucking Gordon. Like, they cannot wait for him to fuck up, and I think this was it. Like, it's not related to anything that he was, like, in trouble for. Like, he's not allowed to drink, he's not allowed to do a whole bunch of shit, but, like, he's done. Like, they're not, he might end up on a team, maybe. I won't guess that he will, because
he's too talented to not be on the team.
Ray Rice, man.
Well, who has
Ray
Martin?
Rice?
He'll go out on that team.
Ray Rice is also a running back,
Yeah.
so we know the devaluation of that position.
Fair, but he's like one of the greatest. I mean, he was one of the top 5 running backs, like, in the league. And they just cut him, and now he will never play football again. And he's still desperately trying, but, like, no
had
one.
a down year, and he was a little older too.
And
I mean, for 27, 28 for a running back, that's not ancient yet, but it's getting up there.
And this is
Gordon's
also
what, 25, 26 though.
Josh Gordon's 25. This is
Yeah,
also
but-
a hugely different conversation. It's not like he beat the shit out of his girlfriend.
Yeah.
So
He just like we said, he just kind of like
he
didn't check his mail
Child support evasion.
or ignored it.
No,
He ignored a subpoena. He ignored a subpoena for child support evasion.
Yeah, no, look, I'm not saying that I like the guy's a saint or I like the guy or anything. I'm just saying, in terms of what I think the NFL will do, I mean, he basically did essentially what people do when they ignore jury duty summons, which was like, here's the summons, fuck that, I'm not going.
Don't do that, kids. You'll be
Now, obviously, this is worse in my opinion because there's a kid out there that is you would hope that he would take care of him and be a good father, but whatever. That's not
right.
the NFL's
That's
business.
neither here nor there.
Yeah, exactly.
I just want to know how expensive these alimony payments are. I mean, he's an NFL player making millions.
NFL guys? Yeah. I mean,
Probably a lot.
Pretty decent numbers, yeah.
Probably half of his game check or some shit.
Jesus.
God damn. Fuck. Maybe he should just get high.
Maybe. Just fuck it. And have a career in being Johnny Manziel's wingman to all these parties he goes to.
Seriously. Johnny Manziel can pay his fucking alimony.
Johnny Manziel alive still? I haven't seen him in the news in like 5 years, it feels like.
And thank God for that, because I was so tired of him. And
yet Tim Tebow is still in the news. How the fuck?
He got signed by the Mets, dude.
God damn it. Fuck that. No, that's all publicity stunt. We know that.
Well,
People think I disagree. I think people like legitimately thought he had a chance.
Hey,
And I kind of listen.
We had a rule when this podcast first started: no fucking Tebow conversations.
We didn't make that
Yes,
rule.
we did.
Well, we did now, apparently.
KS44. I remember the rule.
Damn it.
I remember the rule. No Tebow or Kardashians.
Look, can I say one thing about it?
No.
No, it's the rule.
Alright, whatever.
Fuck Tebow and fuck the Mets. But
I agree with one of those things.
he has the right to do what he wants. That's the end of the conversation. So, Boozman, do you have any questions for us? Or did I ruin your segment, Greg?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I love that.
It'll get better.
Believe the hype.
Yeah, we're gonna go with it. It's gonna be just feelers, gut checks.
I fucking like it. Hold on, I'm going through my snaps.
I want to believe in this beer right now, but it's not working.
Man, I'm jealous.
All right.
It's one of those beers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to everyone's favorite segment. This is Questions with Boozman. This week we've got many questions brought to us all from like 2 weeks ago on the Fantasy Life app.
That we answered on the last podcast that didn't record.
We answered on the last podcast, but I'm gonna just fucking make some. Oh shit! I'm just gonna kind of change them a little bit so they are still relevant. All right, here we go. This one comes to us from on the Fantasy Life app at Geno5307 GENO5307. And he wants to know who is a good replacement for Gronk if he doesn't play in Week 3. And mind you, the original question was, who's a good replacement for Gronk in Week 1?
Jesus Christ.
So I just changed it by 2 weeks.
Well, he might not play. He's still doubtful. So
I know. That's why I changed
it. I might just wait till Brady comes back, honestly. I mean, here's the thing. Anytime you ask a lineup question...
Holy shit. Hold on a second. I gotta interrupt this question. I'm sorry, Boozman. I'm on the Fantasy Life app.
And I don't give a fuck.
And some guy he has a comparison. He wants to know the poll right now is Brandon Marshall or Will Fuller?
Will Fuller.
What?
Is Brandon Marshall going to be healthy?
This year, Will Fuller. Not close.
To what?
This year.
To Brandon Marshall?
This year, yes, absolutely. I think Will Fuller has looked unbelievable.
I say Brandon Marshall if he's healthy, but I could see the question marks because of the injury.
Okay, I guess I'm
no, guys. Like in a vacuum, that's a dumb question to me. But given the injuries and the concerns with that around Marshall, I definitely put him down a little.
It just says Marshall or Fuller. For no weeks, it's the whole season, I'm assuming.
Man, I don't know about that.
I really like Will Fuller this year. I think he's got loads of talent. I mean, I think he could be one of the top receivers in the league.
Over
like
Brandon
in the next coming years. Yeah, over Brandon Marshall. I really believe that. He is young and super talented and just lighting up. I mean, he's getting deep balls and running great routes. I think he's one of the best rookie receivers this year.
He's probably the best.
Definitely the best.
Injury. He's getting deep balls.
All right, let's continue with the segment. I thought that was a retarded question, but I guess I was wrong.
No, I just think with Marshall's injuries, he's going to have a terrible year now, and Will Fuller will have the more impressive season.
All right, fair enough.
Anyways, back to my fucking question. How dare you interrupt me, you piece of shit.
Looks like this point goes to Greg.
No, that point goes to me.
Look, wait, hold on.
We didn't even answer the question.
We had a bet last time. What was the bet?
What was the bet?
Doesn't matter. It was 3 weeks ago.
It was. I think it was Jarvis.
It had something to do with.
Oh shit.
It had something to do with a Panther.
It was Landry or Marvin Jones in a PPR setting.
No,
shit.
Yes, it was.
That's a dumb.
I hope I said Marvin Jones.
I said Marvin Jones. I said Landry.
Oh, cool.
Fuck you! I won that bet. Go ahead.
Regardless, doesn't matter. Not awarding any points because it was like 3 weeks ago. Answer the damn question. Who's a good replacement for Gronk? If you've got Gronk on your roster, who's a good replacement for him in week 3?
All right, look, here's the problem. And I'm not going to avoid the question, but I do want to preface it with this. Anytime anyone asks a lineup question like that,
I need to know more.
I need to know how many teams are in the league, and I need an idea of what kind of guys are on the waiver wire, or at least how many teams are in the league.
Exactly.
So I can get a feel for who might be on the waiver wire. That being said, assuming that a guy like Martellus Bennett is there, obviously he's filling in. Hopefully the new kid coming in, Jacoby, what's his last name?
Brissett. He looked horrible.
Jacoby
I know he was thrown into the fire, but my God, he was bad.
Yeah, I'm not thinking he's going to do great or anything, but we know the tight end is a safety valve, especially for the young quarterback.
Who is Jacoby Ellsbury?
Baseball player.
Okay. For some reason, the only Jacoby I could come up with when you said Jacoby, I'm like, I know it's not Jacoby Ellsbury, so I'm just going to stay quiet because I'm going to sound like a fucking idiot if I said Jacoby Ellsbury.
I think.
But anyway,
but so that's one guy. There's people that have given up. If anybody's panicked on a guy like Barnage or like even Dwayne Allen.
Those are guys you might ass this year, by the way.
Yeah, he's been horrible.
Well, he wasn't terrible last game. He was mediocre. The first game he was trash.
To have a top 5 ranking.
He was number 3 overall, I think, in like PPR.
Yeah, I mean, fucking so bad.
But if you're smart and you got him, like I did in headquarters, our league, I got him as a 16th round keeper. So
hey, let's mention that real quick. Let's mention how we are all dominating.
Yes.
In the falafel.
Yes, we are kicking ass.
We are all undefeated in the falafel league.
That is accurate.
Greg is also the highest scoring team in the league.
That is accurate.
I've never lost in falafel.
I'm going to check that right now. You're right
undefeated. Behind me, Gus.
I am right. No. I know. We're both 2-0. We're undefeated.
Yeah.
And
we're the only 2 undefeated teams.
And we beat Sal and Kevin.
Yes.
Shout out to them and fuck them because we beat them.
Sorry, boys.
But this
that was a good week.
Was a very close game for me.
And I don't talk a lot of trash, to be honest. Like, that's not my thing. I kind of just keep my mouth shut and hope, let the chips fall where they may. But I had to mention that in our After Dark pod chat that you and I were the only 2 remaining falafel undefeated teams. And Booz isn't in the league, but he hasn't lost yet, so.
I haven't lost to any of those fucks.
Yep.
So, I'm just saying I'm up there with the greats.
So, there you go. No losses.
What were we talking about? Just give me a fucking name.
I said Dwayne Allen, Barnage.
I like Jesse James a lot, assuming he's still on the wire.
Jesse
James is in a high-powered offense. He's going to get targets in the red zone. He literally stole a touchdown from Antonio Brown on week 2. So
yep, definitely.
There you go.
Love it. Yeah, that's true. He's probably available in some leagues, for sure.
He should be. I mean, in Headquarters League, he's not because it's a 16-team league, but in a standard 10 to 12-team league, I know in my other 10-team league for my money.
Hey, breathe into the mic louder.
Yeah, for real.
Hold on a second.
Was that? Wait, I thought we weren't supposed to play that song.
I had to take a deep breath.
The bodies hit the floor.
It's like a fucking elephant blowing his nose into the fucking thing.
Dennis Pitta.
Dennis Pitta, really?
No, for a fill-in, that's not a bad guy. Because he's an available guy.
I don't give a fuck about that. I'm talking about you breathing so loudly into the mic.
I'm trying to refocus this.
Oh my God.
Hi, who do you play this week in Headquarters League?
I am playing Chai Ruxin.
Ooh,
Rob.
That should be another 3-0 right there. Suck it,
I hope
Bob.
so. He just lost AP.
Yeah.
But you never know what happens in fantasy. Like I said, I don't talk a lot of trash.
That's true.
But and he has a chance because it's fantasy. But yeah, projections look my way.
Just real quickly, also another storyline. It's kind of ironic how the Josh Gordon news broke the same week I'm playing Tag, who I traded Josh Gordon to. So it's kind of funny storyline.
Hey, real quick, Don't give a fuck about this, so nobody gets any points.
Hey, I said Jesse James, so there you go. That's your answer.
I don't give a fuck. We talk way too much about the Headquarters League, and I don't give a shit.
Well, I would be
Just because
talking
you're
about
not in it.
Yeah, I would be talking about the After Dark League if that was a thing. Fucking Geo.
Hey, man.
Low
You
blow.
get to blame fucking
I'm blaming
Evan
Geo.
and Fantasy for that.
No, I'm blaming Geo. Fuck Geo. Love
Fair.
you, Geo.
Okay. This is a really dumb question, but this is a really bad question.
Sure. go
But
ahead.
I'm going to ask it so we can kind of discuss it, and maybe somebody's going to say something crazy. This one comes to us from Juan Carlos, JUANCARLOS on the Fantasy Life app.
How's Jesse
I
James
forgot
still fucking
just
available? Go ahead.
He wants to know Edelman or Sterling Shepard, Standard League wide receiver 2, who has a better season?
Edelman? Come on.
I'm gonna say,
Do it.
man, that's rough. Yeah, it's Edelman.
Okay.
Because once Brady's back, it's over.
All right, so tie on that one.
Yeah, sorry, it is.
What is this? Okay, no, here we go. So this one, I really liked this question last time, and I think it's still fair to discuss it now. So who do you think? He just asks. This one comes from number one and only number one and only on the Fantasy Life app, and he wants to know D'Angelo Williams or Latavius Murray in both full point PPR and standard. So who do you take in PPR? Who do you take in standard of those two, D'Angelo Williams and Latavius Murray?
Is this
For this week?
Is this season long or for the week?
It doesn't say week, so I'm just going to go ahead and say season.
Season, it's Murray. Just because no one else in that backfield has taken charge. Although, they might work Washington in a little bit more. Because once Le'Veon Bell's back, it's.
Okay, well then let's not go.
If you're going by week, that's
a dumb fucking question for year. I didn't think about that before I spoke. So let's do.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Let's just do to this point. Let's do to this point. Who do you think has been better?
Oh gosh,
in PPR and standard.
D'Angelo Williams.
Yeah, I would start D'Angelo every week over Murray, assuming until Bell's back. Yeah.
The only person I would probably start over D'Angelo Williams right now is Antonio Brown. He's been.
You can't start him at running back.
I'm just saying, like in the flex, in the flex, bro. Like just in any.
I would either of those
D'Angelo
guys
Williams would be. Hey, I'm just saying, man. Come on.
A dumb fucking answer. Why would either of those guys be down in a flex spot?
Right now,
because Gus wants the little projections to line up so he has a check mark on everyone.
Exactly.
So he'll move the right guy to the right spot.
Dude, I do that too. So
that's
the check
dumb
mark.
as shit.
So the check mark goes to me instead of the other guy.
Exactly.
That's stupid as shit.
It just makes you feel better.
It does.
Makes you feel better.
It works.
I don't even look at projections. Anyways.
I'm projected to win by 20 points this week in Headquarters League.
Hey, same here.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't care about that shit. Stop talking about it.
But you're undefeated.
I know. That's why I don't care.
You're just so good.
It's like I'm not gonna ever lose to anybody in that league, so who fucking cares?
Fair enough.
Anyways, god damn it. All right, which running back by committee would you rather have? This one comes to us from Game Over 38, Game OVR 38 on the Fantasy Life app, and he wants to know. I'm changing his question a little bit because I didn't like it the first time as much as I'm going to say it right now. He wants to know which running back by committee would you rather have, Cincinnati or Baltimore?
Cincinnati, not close.
Oh, Cincinnati all day.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like 7 guys in the Baltimore situation.
There's more players there, and there's no one
did they
like
release one of the guys?
No, they released Justin Forsett, then they re-signed him.
They got him back. Yeah.
No, they didn't something happen to Terrence West?
No, isn't
injured.
he gone? Oh, he's there.
He's there, yeah.
I don't know about him.
No, he's actually being started this weekend for
the thing is, though, if you have Gio Bernard and you have Jeremy Hill, if one of them goes down, you have a guy that you know is going to get a huge workload. And if one of them doesn't go down, Gio's great in PPR still. I mean, we saw last week.
I think I'm going to start Gio Bernard this week. I own him in a PPR league, and last year he got me 24 points. Last week he got me 24 points on my bench in a full-point PPR league.
He can be boom or bust, but he's not a bad start in PPR. And with Jeremy Hill, the way he's looked, I mean, last week obviously tough defense and it's kind of a sloshy game. But the way that it looks like they might use him, he's a good start in standard. So, and if you're telling me like I could have both those guys, especially in a league like Headquarters or a 16 team, or if you're talking anything above like 12 teams, and you have to start one of those guys in the flex and one as a running back, it's not the worst option in the world. You know, I mean, it's not your first choice, but if that's what you have to do, I'm cool with it.
He's also Giovanni Bernard. That is you know how you have that quote unquote PPR specialist running back in an offense, you know, across the league. You have
like a Woodhead.
You have the Woodheads, rest in peace.
Yeah.
You have the Theo Riddicks. You have the Charles Sims. He's like the.
They're signing Dexter McCluster.
Yeah, I know.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, I mean, Melvin Gordon's been great so far this year, but
yeah.
But
go ahead, Gus. Sorry.
Yeah, you better fucking apologize. So you have Giovanni Bernard is like the number one option as far as the RB PPR running back. You know, so in a full point PPR like yours, he's totally a solid RB2. I think last year he was a top 15 running back in PPR, wasn't he?
He had to have been close at the very least.
Because with Hill struggling, he had some really good games.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let me ask you guys this then. I actually want to ask you a legitimate lineup question.
Gotcha.
Who would you because I own Gio Bernard in my 12-team full-point PPR league, 6-point touchdown pass league. Who would you... So let me just tell you my running backs right now. I've got Latavius Murray, Jerick McKinnon, Thomas Rawls, Arian Foster, Gio Bernard.
Gio Bernard and Latavius Murray.
Really? Gio Bernard and Latavius Murray?
Yes. Over Arian Foster, who's injured this week. You got Jerick McKinnon, who I'm not certain is... that's a wait and see for me.
Gio Bernard, they're playing Denver.
That's fine. Denver doesn't do well against pass-catching running backs.
Really?
Yeah. They're very good against the run, but guys out of the backfield they're so-so with.
Fuck, I'm just scared of that defense.
I mean, it's a very good defense. He might put up a low score for you, but I would rather start him over Jerick McKinnon.
Jerick McKinnon playing Carolina.
Yeah, who's playing also another good running defense. So
for me, it's Gio, and it depends on Rawls' health.
Rawls is set to play this week. Apparently,
yeah.
It just broke.
If he looks good to go, and it looks like they're going to make him give him.
Pete Carroll has come out this week and said Christian Michael is just
exactly.
That's what bothers me. But if it looks like, I mean, if they between now and Sunday, if they're like, hey, we're giving the ball to Rawls, because we've seen him in the past, I would be tempted to go with him and Gio. If you're at all concerned about his usage, then I gotta agree with Gus. I would say Murray is probably the safer start. Just in terms of what you're going to get out of him.
Honestly, sorry to interrupt, but honestly,
you're not sorry. Don't apologize because you're not sorry
at all. But as soon as Rawls gets healthy and has like a decent game, fucking trade him. Because honestly, for me, he's just going to be injured every week. He just finds ways to get injured. It's really
I agree with that.
Weird.
Yeah. Okay. I'm down for that. I've been trying to dump Rawls, but nobody wants him right now.
Yeah.
Look, I think
Christian Michaels also look decent, so.
I want to go back and talk about this Dexter McCluster, man.
No one cares.
He could have been like fantasy gold if he ever produced, because he has one of the things that very few players I've ever seen, where they have the dual position. He has the running back wide receiver designation.
Yeah.
If he ever was consistent, he would have been an amazing player to have on your roster. And I've only seen it a couple of times. I'd actually be interested to see what's going to happen with Edelman if he somehow gets at quarterback. Cause then, you know what I mean? Like, is that going to break the system or what, I mean, obviously he's not going to get quarterback points for quarterbacking, but it's an interesting question to consider what he produces as a quarterback in terms of rushing yards and things like that. How would that be tallied to his thing? Because if he's gonna get points for any of that, I might consider picking up Edelman.
Well, if he would become a backup quarterback like they're thinking about, he's
Yeah.
right now the emergency quarterback before they sign anybody. I don't know if they sign anybody. I would still think he would have to play a certain amount of games, like in baseball. ESPN Fantasy does it where like he has to play 10 to 15 games at a certain position in order to be eligible for it. So I would assume in football it would be like 2 to 3 games, you know.
But like he would still get like rushing yards, and it's just an interesting question to consider how ESPN would score him, because even though he's playing quarterback, if he's getting points at all for that position in some way, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he would.
As the owner, I'd want points. I'd be like, I want something.
I'm sure they would give you points, and you would be in the wide receiver slot, just because you can't put him anywhere else.
Yeah, you'd slot him there, but you'd get points still for that stuff. Yeah,
I would imagine that's how.
That's what I would hope. Yeah. But
because
anyway,
you have those games where, I had last year Antonio Brown. I think it was last year or 2 years ago, where he did one of those trick plays where he threw a passing touchdown.
Yeah.
And I got credit for that passing touchdown.
Uh-huh. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying right there. That'd be awesome if you get that. That's a guy I would like.
I don't think I got credit for the yards, but I know I got credit for the touchdown. So
there's one other guy that had, or is it Devin Hester? He might have had that too before, where they were going to line up a running back at some point, but he was always wide receiver listed. But
well, the thing with Hester is that he always rushed on the on the end arounds. They would just always hand it off to him on those end arounds.
Man, Mace Windu's purple lightsaber is the fucking coolest thing ever.
Wow, okay.
So random. Is it getting to be that time? Oh man, it seems like it might be.
Oh, no, it's just on the TV, and I didn't give a fuck about what you guys are talking about anymore.
It's getting to that time, though, so do we have any last thoughts? We just rambled on about Mace Windu's.
Let me ask you one last question. One last question that I think might decide a winner.
No, there's no winners.
Heisenberg on the Fantasy Life app asked, how many push-ups can you do?
Oh, Greg, this is...
And be realistic.
I can do...
Damn. Right now, at this very moment?
At least 25. I've been working out a lot. At least 25, like, easily. I
could do 20, and then I might die, but I could probably do 20. 19 or 20.
How many push-ups can you do, Boozman?
I did 50 push-ups earlier today.
Nice. Damn. Congrats.
So, I guess I win that point, which means...
your power!
I would probably get to 40 before I would have to... I'll probably get to 40 before I have to really take a break. 20 I know I can do easily.
I used to be able to do 50 like nothing when I was doing P90X, but now I'm out of shape as hell, and I've been drinking so much. Fuck it.
I don't even do push-ups though, I just do bench press. It's kind of the same thing, but it's not.
Dude, I'm the owner of Pizza Chat. What does that tell you? I could do 50 push-ups if I get pizza.
Wings Chat!
Yeah, do that shit again.
Wings
Chat. Yeah, tell me how many posts are in the Wings Chat, guys.
As many
Pizza Chat rules.
As many times.
Anyways, I'm the winner.
Of course.
I'm not shocked. Well, I got the most points. I won the point about the bullshit thing. I don't remember what we were talking about, and then I just won the push-ups question. So I got 2 points just then. So it's me. I'm the winner.
Shocker.
You guys said the same things. On every question. I'm sorry.
Well, Gus and I are both 2-0. So,
tend to agree on certain things.
What we're talking about. Yeah.
I haven't lost either.
You are. This podcast is undefeated. Next week we're gonna come back and be like, we both lost. We got killed by 40 points.
Dejected.
Not me.
Sad day.
Sure, not you. Not you. You're the best of us.
Fucking know that's true.
That's awesome.
Hey, I'm gonna send you guys some pictures in the Twitter chat, and I want your honest opinion.
What are we judging?
Damn.
A chick.
Okay.
Is it the model of the week?
No.
We're still on the podcast, right? Just want to let you know.
Yeah, that's fine.
We are? We haven't wrapped yet?
There's one picture.
This is the end of the show. Ooh, okay. So, photo. I'm kind of waiting. So, what do you want
Are we all going to sing our song together?
There's no song.
Drowning pool.
Jesus Christ, her tits look gigantic.
They are, dude.
Yeah,
So
solid 6.
So, well, yeah, just give me a smash or a pass.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Smash.
I think she's higher than a 6.
Yeah, we're a little higher score than that, probably.
Gus, there's
I'm
one
picky.
thing that we have confirmed on this podcast is that Gus is too hard with his number system.
I'm a little picky. It's hurt me in the past before. I've kind of ran out of so many opportunities. Oh, to be young again.
You're 22.
To be young again.
I mean, without seeing everything, that's probably a 7. Solid.
I mean, those tits are a 12, but...
Thank you.
Have you seen them?
That was the Snapchat I got earlier.
I think they're more of letters than numbers.
Are they saggy though? That's the only problem. Are they saggy?
I don't know. It didn't appear to be.
Fair enough. You'll soon find out.
I hope.
I trust you to find that.
All right, let's wrap up the show. We're babbling.
People are just like, what the fuck are they talking about now? All right.
Sorry, guys. Everyone join our Twitter chat.
Everyone join the After Dark Pod Twitter chat and the Wings chat because we don't give a fuck about
Pizza chat.
No. God damn it,
Wings
no.
chat, dude. Wings. Come on, dude. Listen, wings are just better than pizza.
I love wings, but I mean, pizza is just so everywhere.
You know what? I have a real hard... I'm thinking long and hard about asking another question and for real naming an actual winner. Based on one question.
You know what it is. No,
I'm thinking about it real hard right now.
No, save that for next week.
I'll save it.
All right.
And so I want to thank all you guys for listening.
Let the bodies.
Anyway, I want to thank
everyone.
Let me finish the podcast.
Let him talk. Greg.
Fucking A, word count, bro. I just want to thank everybody for listening to the podcast from my deepest heart.
You just said what?
Oh man, I can't even take it seriously.
Wrap up the podcast.
You know, we wouldn't be here without you guys. This is our 100th episode.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's probably close because so many of them didn't fucking come out.
This is like the 15th that come out. The other 85 are unrecorded bullshit. So I just do it with myself, but it still counts.
We know you do a lot of things by yourself.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
anyways, wrap up the podcast.
I'm trying to. I'm just trying to give thanks to the people that listen, all 5 of them, and I just want to tell you to have a great week. Fucking watch football.
Oh my god, this is the worst outro of all time.
Good luck in fantasy this week.
I just want to say, Tag, I know you're listening. I don't know at all, actually. I'm going to beat your ass this week. And Sal, haha, fuck you. So yeah, that was my outro, guys.
Is it over?
Yeah, it's
Jesus
over.
Christ.
Oh my god. One of the worst Hey,
everybody.
Here's a real question. In Star Wars Episode 2, after the fight in the arena,
yeah,
when Boba Fett picks up Jango Fett's head in the helmet, how come his head doesn't fall out?
That's a good point. I always thought that, to be honest. I guess it's for the graphic.
Like, is it like a tight football style helmet?
No, it's the Boba Fett helmet. It's the same helmet, it's a different color.
It's a slide-on. So
I mean, if it's a tight fit, I mean,
no, his head would fall out. I understand it's like a PG.
Yeah,
movie.
I guess that's a good point. Maybe it like hemorrhaged in there, swelled up.
No,
I don't know. I don't even remember that movie if I even saw it.
It was a horrible movie.
It's been so long.
The first two prequels were fucking garbage.
The third,
the
prequels
for sure,
were
yeah,
garbage.
the first one was terrible.
Whoa, hey.
Let the bodies
The third
hit
one
the
was
floor.
pretty solid.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the
I've been talking this entire time. I thought you guys were just ignoring me.
Oh shit! No, we cannot hear you.
I thought you were being quiet because you didn't give a fuck.
No, I thought you guys were being dicks and just ignoring me. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm saying things, assholes.
Hello. We should just do that in a point of the podcast. Just completely ignore Greg. And just be like, can you guys hear me? Hello? And no. Is Greg
Hello,
there?
Greg. We can't hear you. Fucking shut up.
Greg.
We don't want to.
Greg, I can't hear you, but please be quiet.
Oh man.
Don't do that because I don't want to get sued.
Yeah, but we didn't get sued for The Revenant. No, it was a free version.
Hey, we could get sued and make a name for ourselves.
That's true.
Yeah,
that is true. We'd be out of money.
One way.
But
how much are we really realistically going to have to pay them? How much
are they even a band anymore?
You made zero money off this song, so you owe us zero money.
It would probably cost them more money.
Yeah, to
get the lawyers and all that.
Than what they would actually recoup.
Yeah. I would give them $5 in a candy bar.
There you go, Dying Pool. I'll set up a concert for you. The first one in years.
Yeah, there'll be 3 of us there.
Woo! Dying Pool.
Just play
Play
the same song again and again.
You know what's a really funny fucking commercial to me that I've been laughing at a lot lately? And you can put this in the podcast if you want. That fucking commercial where it's the wife and a husband going on a trip, and it's the lady who's like, I overpack for my trips, but it's okay because my husband bought boner pills. And
oh yeah,
the whole commercial. The entire commercial is this woman and her 18 bags that she packed. And the husband only brought 1 bag, but he brought to-go boner pills.
Yeah, it's the one capsule pill Viagra's.
Dude, oh my god!
I have been laughing so fucking hard at that commercial every time it comes on.
I thought you were going to say an actual commercial that was supposed to be funny.
Oh no, it's not supposed to be funny. I think it's they just tried to make it funny. He brings everything he needs, but it's a boner pill commercial, and I overpack and I'm a bitch, but my husband's gonna fuck the shit out of me. That's the whole.
Gonna fuck the bitch right out of me.
Yeah,